Hello, everyone. Welcome to the classroom. Hi, Sue. How are you today? Well, this whole week we've been down on the farm, and today we're going to do H is for horse. We're going to make a horse with clothespin legs that can really stand up. We're going to read a book called Pete the Cat, Old MacDonald Had a Farm. Are you ready to get started? Okay, well, Sue, you can sit down because it's time for us to do our class job. We need to feed Fred, our class pet. Here you go, Fred. And now that Fred's been fed, let's turn around and see what day it is. We'll use the scarecrow pointer since we're down on the farm again today. The month is July, and let's reach in and see how we're going to count. We are going to stand up and sit down. Are you ready? All right, let's start by standing up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Today is July 19th. Can you say today's date? July 19th. If you go up to the top, you can see that today starts with the letter F. Letter F says F. So what day is it today? Friday. Days of the week. 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 There's Sunday and there's Monday. There's Tuesday and there's Wednesday. Thursday and there's Friday. And then there's Saturday. Days of the week. 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 Well, it is time to look outside the window and see what your weather's like today. Is your weather sunny, cloudy, windy, rainy, stormy? Which one of those is your weather? When I do like this, you can shout it out. What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather like today? What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather like today? It is out today. It is out today. Let's dress Weather Bear. Okay, Weather Bear, I think we're gonna let you wear a t-shirt today and some overall shorts. And what's the season, everyone? Summer. The season is summer. Well, that was our calendar time, and now it's time for our letter of the day. Today's letter is H. Can you say H? Do you have an H in your name? If your name has letter H, stand up. If your name has letter H, stand up. If your name has letter H, if your name has letter H, if your name has letter H, stand up. Well, H is for horse, and take a look on our card. There's a horse, a mommy horse and a baby horse. We're going to decorate the letter H to look like a horse. So what we're going to do first is we're going to draw a head for our horse. This is going to be the horse's neck, and we're going to draw a head right here. I'm just going to start at the top, and I'm just going to make a curve that comes around like that. And then I'm going to put an ear at the top, like a triangle, and some hair coming down. That's the mane. Just make some lines. And then over here, I'm going to put the tail. I'm just going to draw it. Okay, so I'm going to make a face. So an eye and a nose and a mouth. And then I'm just going to color my horse with brown. You can make your horse a different color if you wanted to. I'm just going to have a brown horse. Color the face. There. So this is letter what? It's letter H, and H is for horse. Well, now that we can recognize letter H, we'll practice writing it. To write letter H, we need a number 1. So let's start at the top and make a line that comes straight down. Now let's do it again. Let's move over, make a line that goes straight down, and then right in the middle, make a line that goes across. So that's how you make a big uppercase letter H. Let's practice. So let's make a line that comes down and another line that comes down and across in the middle. Down, down, across. Down, down, across. Down, down, across. One more. Well, that's the uppercase letter H, but every letter has 2, an uppercase and a lowercase. Lowercase h looks like this. Make a line that comes down just like before, but then we're going to hop over. 1, hop. 1, hop. Let's practice. For lowercase h, make a 1 and then hop over. 1, hop. 1, hop. 1, hop. Well, I know you're doing such a great job practicing. I'm going to give you a sticker. Here it comes. Well, now we know how to recognize H. We know how to write letter H. So next we're going to talk about the sound that H makes. Letter H makes the sound like this. Can you try? It sounds like me when I've been running and running and running and I'm getting tired and I stop and I breathe like this. What sound does H make? Well, for our phonics and reading time today, we're going to play bingo. We're going to play a little farm bingo. And here's our bingo board. Instead of having the letters bingo across the top, I'm going to put the letters here across the side. B, I, N, G, O. That spells bingo. You don't have to write those letters, but they're going to help us when we play this game. I'm going to call out a letter like B. And then I want you to look for something that starts with the letter that I sound out. Okay, let's try this first one together. Find the row that has a B. So that would be this row right here. And then look at the pictures and see if you can find something that starts with B. B says B, 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 B. What What can you see that starts with B? B, 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 B. Barn. Good job. So we're going to put an X on top of the barn. Okay. Now I want you to find N. So find the row. Here it is. That has an N. And I want you to find something that starts with the letter P. The parrot starts with P. All right, let's do the next one. Look for letter O. There it is. This is the row we're going to be on. Look for something that starts with M. Mouse. Good job. Put an X on top of the mouse. Next, we're going to look for I. Here's letter I. We're going to find something that starts with K, K, K. Letter C. K, 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 K. Clock. Very good. K, K, clock. Put an X on top. Now we're going to look for letter G. All right, here's the row that has letter G. I want you to find something that starts with letter L. La, 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 log. Very good. Log. Put an X on top. Now let's look for B. Okay, this is the row for letter B. I want you to find something that starts with A. A, ant. Very good. Let's put an X on top. All right, next we're going to look for N. See if you can find something that starts with B, 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 B. Here's N, and we're looking for B, 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 B. Bat. Good job. All right, let's do the next one. Find the row O and look for something that starts with an H. There it is. House. House starts with H. Now look at row G. Find something that starts with F. Frog. Good job. Put an X on top. Now I want you to look for I. Find something that starts with T, 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 T. T, T, T. The tree starts with T. And guess what? We have bingo. We have a whole row of X's. So on the count of 3, let's say bingo. 1, 2, 3, bingo. Well, that was our letter time, and now it's time for math, and we have something fun that we're going to do for math today. We're going to color by number. So take a look. At the bottom, there's a number, and there's also the name of a color. Number 1 says green. Number 2 says blue. Number 3 is for black. Number 4, white. Number 5, orange. Number 6, brown. Number 7, yellow. Number 8, green. So take a moment and gather all these crayons. And by the way, that says light green. So I'm going to change this first green to a darker green. If you only have one color green, then you just stick with that. It'll be fine. Okay, so let's get started. First, we're going to look for number 1, and we're going to color those areas dark green or just green. If you just have one green, that's fine. Or you could just do one green crayon and one green marker if you have different shades of those. So we're just coloring wherever there's a number 1, we're going to color that green. So I see a number 1 right here. And then under the horse, there's some under here, here, over here, and then right here on top. So this whole, it's almost like this whole little row of bushes behind the horse, all of this will be dark green. So I'm going to work on coloring mine dark green, and you work too, and then I'll come back and show you, and we'll do the next color. Okay, so I colored in all the number 1 parts, and now I'm going to change and get my blue crayon, and I'm going to do the number 2 blue. So everywhere I see number 2, like here, this will be blue, like the blue sky. And then I see more number 2s right here and here. Really looks like all this sky needs to be blue. So I'm going to work on my blue parts, and you work on your blue parts, and then I'll come back and I will show you how that looks. Okay, so I finished the blue, so now I'm going to get my black crayon, and everywhere I see number 3, I'm going to color that black. So look right here on the horse's hooves, right here at the bottom of his legs, his horse hooves, we're going to color that black. So there's just a little bit right here and here. There's number 3. There's number 3. And one more. There's number 3. Okay, now white. We don't really have to color white, but number 4 is white, and that would be the clouds up here. So there's a cloud and there's a cloud. I'm just coloring that white. It's already white. I just covered over the number. You don't have to do that. Your crayon might not cover the number, but my marker did, so I'll just cover right over that so you can see where. And then number 5 is orange, and that's going to be way up here at the top of the horse's head. Right here, the horse's mane, the hair, that's right here at the top of his head and down his back, and then really his neck is going to be orange. There's number 5. And here's number 5. And here's number 5. And also his tail. So let's color his tail also orange. Our picture is really starting to look good, isn't it? All right. We're almost done, and we're going to get our brown crayon. We're going to color every number 6 brown. So it looks like our horse is going to be brown, not his ear and not his nose, but one of his ears, actually way over here by the cloud, one of those ears has a number 6. So I'm going to color that. And then around this ear, but right inside the ear is going to be yellow. That's going to be number 7. So remember, we're looking for number 6. So everywhere we see number 6, we're going to color that brown. Right here on his face and his whole body. So there's the number 6, and his legs will be brown. I'm going to work on the brown color parts, and then I'm going to come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, I finished number 6, brown, and so now number 7 is yellow, and that's going to be right here in the middle part of this horse's ear and right here on his nose. This is going to be yellow. We're almost finished. We just need to do number 8, and it says light green, but remember, if you only have one color green, just color it with that one. It doesn't have to be a lighter green or a different shade. But all the grass here at the bottom is number 8, so all that's going to be green. So let's color that part. Over here and here and here. All right, I'm going to work on this green part, the grass, and then I'll come back and show you the finished picture. Well, there's my finished picture. Take your time and finish your picture, and you'll be so proud. It's going to look so, so great. Well, that was our math time. It really felt like art, but we actually have an art project for today. We're going to make a horse that can really stand up. So let's head to the art table and I'll show you how. For art today, we're going to make a stand-up horse. So the first thing that we're going to do is color our horse. I'm just going to color my horse brown, but you could use a different color and really get creative if you want to. You probably noticed these little dotted lines across the back and then here in the front. Now, if you want to, you can use some string and you can cut it and you can glue it, and you can actually make a little mane just by gluing some string wherever you see these little dotted lines. You don't have to do that, and you might not have string, so you could actually use a crayon or marker to draw lines right there for the mane if you'd like to. Okay, I'm just going to stick some string right there. There. Yarn works great too if you have some yarn. And it's probably a little bit easier to work with than this string that I'm using. Okay. And a little bit right here. Okay, so now we need to cut this out, and I probably should have cut it out before I added the string, but I forgot about that. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it out now. Just have to be careful so your string doesn't come back off. But if you think about it, if you haven't already added your string, you can just go ahead and cut yours first and then glue the string. Okay. So now next, we're just going to add these clothespins. One here and one here for the legs of our horse. And I forgot also, we can add a tail right here. So let me get a little more string for the tail. And I think I'll just cut the pieces, then add them all at once. Okay. All right, there you have it. Now I'm going to let this dry before I stand it up. So I'll be right back and I'll show you what it looks like. Here's what our horse looks like when he's all finished. That was fun. Well, now it's time for story time. For story time today, we're going to read Pete the Cat, Old MacDonald Had a Farm by James Dean. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had some chickens, E-I-E-I-O. With a cluck cluck here and a cluck cluck there. Here a cluck, there a cluck, everywhere a cluck cluck. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had some dogs, E-I-E-I-O. With a woof woof here and a woof woof there. Here a woof, there a woof, everywhere a woof woof. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had some cows, E-I-E-I-O. With a moo moo here and a moo moo there. Here a moo, there a moo, everywhere a moo moo. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had some pigs, E-I-E-I-O. With an oink oink here and an oink oink there. Here an oink, there an oink, everywhere an oink oink. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had some horses, E-I-E-I-O. With a neigh neigh here and a neigh neigh there. Here a neigh, there a neigh, everywhere a neigh neigh. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had some cats, E-I-E-I-O. With a meow meow here and a meow meow there. Here a meow, there a meow, everywhere a meow meow. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had some goats, E-I-E-I-O. With a ba ba here and a ba ba there. Here a ba, there a ba, everywhere a ba ba. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had some ducks, E-I-E-I-O. With a quack quack here and a quack quack there. Here a quack, there a quack, everywhere a quack quack. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had some turkeys, E-I-E-I-O. With a gobble gobble here and a gobble gobble there. Here a gobble, there a gobble, everywhere a gobble gobble. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had some roosters, E-I-E-I-O. With a cockadoodle here and a cockadoodle there. Here a cockadoodle, there a cockadoodle, everywhere a cockadoodle. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had some donkeys, E-I-E-I-O. With a hee-haw here and a hee-haw there. Here a hee, there a haw, everywhere a hee-haw. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had some sheep, E-I-E-I-O. With a ma here and a ma there. Here a ma, there a ma, everywhere a ma. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had some frogs, E-I-E-I-O. With a ribbit here and a ribbit there. Here a ribbit, there a ribbit, everywhere a ribbit. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had some geese, E-I-E-I-O. with a honk honk here and a honk honk there. Here a honk, there a honk, everywhere a honk honk. Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. The end. Well, I added the horse to our shelf. We've had so much fun, I think, this week going down on the farm. Sue and I hope you have a great, great weekend. Bye, everybody, and I'll see you on Monday. Have a great, great weekend. Bye-bye.